One decision, one habit, one small change could completely transform your life over the next 12 months. Most people spend their lives waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting for motivation, waiting for someone to believe in them. But here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Your future isn't created by luck. It isn't created by talent. It's created by what you choose to do every single day. Think about this. Right now, somebody is waking up earlier than you. Somebody is studying while others are scrolling. Somebody is building the life you've been dreaming about. The difference isn't intelligence. The difference isn't money. The difference is discipline. Every successful person you admire once stood exactly where you are today. Confused, scared, uncertain. But they made one choice. They decided not to quit. Because winners aren't born. They're built. One habit, one challenge, one difficult day at a time. If you've been feeling stuck, if you've been waiting for your life to change, this video is for you. Stay until the end. Because the final habit might completely change the way you see yourself forever. Let's begin. Let me ask you something. Have you ever blamed your circumstances? Your job? Your family? Your past? Your bad luck? Most people do. And that's exactly why most people stay where they are. The moment you start blaming everything around you, you give away your power. Successful people think differently. They ask one simple question. What can I do about it? Asterisk. That single question changes everything. Life isn't always fair. Some people are born with more opportunities. Some people face obstacles that others never will. But no matter where you start, you always control your next step. History is filled with people who turned pain into purpose. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They started with what they had. Right where they were. Imagine two people facing the exact same challenge. One says, "This is impossible." Asterisk. The other says, "This is difficult, but I'll figure it out." Asterisk. Months later, their lives look completely different. Not because the challenge changed. Because their mindset did. Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. You can make excuses. Or you can make progress. Even if that progress is small. Read one page. Exercise for 10 minutes. Learn one new skill. Make one important phone call. Small actions repeated every day create extraordinary results. Remember this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep moving forward. Every successful entrepreneur, every athlete, every scientist, every leader started as a beginner. They made mistakes. They failed. They doubted themselves. But they kept going. That's what made the difference. So today, stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" Asterisk. Start asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" Asterisk. Because every setback carries a lesson. Every failure builds strength. Every challenge prepares you for a bigger opportunity. Take ownership of your life. Own your choices. Own your future. The moment you do, your life begins to change. Transition, asterisk asterisk. Now that you've taken responsibility for your future, let's move on to the second habit, one that separates dreamers from achievers. In the next part, we'll discover why consistency beats motivation every single time. Have you ever felt incredibly motivated, only to lose that feeling a few days later? You're not alone. The biggest lie people believe is this: I'll start when I feel motivated. Asterisk. But successful people don't wait for motivation. They create discipline. Because motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Think about an Olympic athlete. Do you believe they wake up every morning feeling excited to train? Of course not. Some mornings they're tired. Some days they don't feel like doing anything. But they show up anyway. That's what separates champions from everyone else. Here's the secret. Your future is built on the days you don't feel like working. Anyone can work hard when they're excited. Very few people keep going when it's boring. When it's difficult. When nobody is watching. That's where greatness is created. Imagine building a brick wall. You don't build it in one day. You place one brick. Then another. Then another. At first, it doesn't look impressive. But after weeks, months, years, you have something unshakable. Your dreams work the same way. One workout. One chapter read. One healthy meal. One new skill learned. These small actions seem insignificant today. But over time, they become your success story. Remember this. You don't need to be extraordinary every day. You just need to be consistent. Even on your worst days. Do something. 1 push-up. 5 minutes of reading. 10 minutes of practice. Progress is progress. Never underestimate the power of showing up. Because every time you keep your promise to yourself, you build confidence. And confidence creates momentum. Momentum creates success. So stop chasing motivation. Build habits. Build routines. Build discipline. Because one day, you'll look back and realize it wasn't one big moment that changed your life. It was the small things you chose to do. Every single day. Take a moment and think about the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now ask yourself, are they helping you grow? Or are they keeping you where you are? The people around you influence your thoughts, your habits, your confidence, and ultimately, your future. If you surround yourself with people who constantly complain, soon, you'll start complaining too. If you spend every day with people who make excuses, excuses will become your lifestyle. But when you're around people who dream bigger, work harder, and believe in growth, you begin to change without even realizing it. Energy is contagious. So is ambition. So is negativity. Choose carefully what you allow into your mind. Not everyone who smiles at you wants to see you succeed. Some people are comfortable with the version of you that never changes. Because your growth reminds them of the risks they never took. That doesn't mean you stop caring about people. It means you protect your future. Sometimes the most important decision isn't where you live, or what job you have. It's who you spend your time with. Find people who challenge you. People who inspire you. People who celebrate your progress instead of feeling threatened by it. And if you can't find those people yet, start with books. Listen to great podcasts. Watch educational videos. Learn from mentors you've never met. Today, you have access to the greatest minds in the world. Use that opportunity. Remember this. You don't need a huge group of friends. You need a few people who believe in growth, honesty, and purpose. Because one encouraging voice can change your direction. One mentor can change your mindset. One conversation can change your life. So protect your circle. Protect your energy. Protect your dreams. Because your environment is either pushing you forward or quietly pulling you backward. Now you've learned how your environment shapes your future. But there's one habit even more powerful than the people around you.